You're listening to WZMB Zombie Radio, your personal soundtrack to the end of the world. That was Coheed and Cambria and The Crowing. I often wonder, are the crows out there dining on the undead? Just waiting for the zombies, the moaners, the screamers to expire so they can pick and clean their bones. Because once the zombies die their final death, there has to be something at the top of the food chain. The worms, the maggots. Because we are not at the top of the food chain. We are certainly not going to drag a zombie carcass into our home after it expires and cook and roast and bake and boil and, dare I say, roast or deep fat fry one of the undead and have a meal of its carcass. No, that's not going to happen. So someone has to dine on the remains. Oh. Zombie Radio Nation, we have a call. And I think now is a perfect time to take such call. Hello, you're on Zombie Radio Nation. What's your name and what you got? Hello? My name is Stephen, and I have a question for you. It's a question I think that maybe you would be the only person to be able to answer. The question is this. Is it all right to fall in love with one of the undead? To maybe have a relationship? I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to cut you off right there. That's right, Zombie Radio Nation. I have heard it all. Steve-O, ask the one question on everyone's mind. Is it okay to fall in love with one of the undead? Well, Steve, it's okay if I call you Steve, right? No, it's not. Why do I say that? Because I have what the masses would call a rational mind. That's right, I said it. You, my friend, have crossed a line, okay? You know why? I'll tell you why. So make sure, Steve-O, you have your ear pressed tightly up against the speaker on your little radio. Here's why. Because zombies are nothing but a gateway drug. Yeah, I said it, a gateway drug. Next thing you know, you're wanting to bang vampires or Frankenstein's monster. Or worse, you're getting werewolves to blow you while you're doing lines of coke off Igor's hump. What hump, you say? This hump. Jackass. Can you believe that, listeners? But seriously, if you're even possibly considering that a life with a zombie just might be for you, grab a pistol and give it the best Hummer you can muster. And while you're busy shining the knob of that weapon, pull the trigger. What other flavors of crazy have you from me, my lovelies? Why don't you send me a tweet and let me know what's going on? It's always good to hear from my fellow survivors. You know where to reach me. I'm here, tucked nicely away from Crazy Town, where the monsters dwell, where God is an astronaut. And Midian is over the rainbow. Yes, I said it. I hear a cat scratching at my door. In an earlier age, I might have thought that a sign of something dark and evil to come. But the truth of the matter is, that is just a cat on the other side of my door, wanting desperately to get a piece of this guy. But seriously, folks, even beyond my quoting of Clive Barker. That's right, the master of horror. Please, consider this a public service announcement. Do not, I repeat, do not fall in love with the undead. This is not a romantic comedy, a rom-com, a zomb-com. This is the truth. This is reality, and reality is ugly. And if you fall in love with that zombie, it will wind up breaking your heart. In fact, it will probably wind up sleeping with your dead sister, or your dead brother, or maybe even both. Men are pigs and women are crazy. Undead men are undead pigs, and undead women are undead kinds of crazy. So, I guess, on that note, I should play you and Steve-O a song. I'm going to pull something out of the 80s. A nice little love song from Mr. Robert Palmer. The song is called I Didn't Mean to Turn You On. And I want you to pretend, Steve-O, that undead woman sits up, rot, dripping from her corpse, and she looks you and bats her eyes, and she says, Steve-O, I didn't mean to turn you on. Bada bing, bada boom.